a footstep away. Neighbors, everybody needs a neighbor with a little understanding. You can find the perfect neighbor. Should be there one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
I love that bit there. That's fantastic. Do you know, I think that you've really earned a bit of a drink and a bit of something to eat, don't you think? So if you want, we've laid out a table right behind you there. Oh dear. But I'm joined by the babes of Ramsey Street, past and present. Holly, who plays Slick Scully, and Sarah, who played Lauren Carpenter. So Sarah, let's take a look at you way back when in Ramsey Street. That was like something out of a Hollywood movie, wasn't it?
I know, I got a great entrance, and then the next time you saw me, I was actually causing trouble once again on the horse in the street. I didn't just arrive at everyone else.
That was a really un-Neighbours type shot, though, wasn't it? I mean, like the beaches and the horse. And,
yeah.
I mean, that was your entrance, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the first time you saw me.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. Holly, not leaving you out. You're still there, aren't you? So let's take a look at you currently in action.
Surprised to see you here so early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Me either. I've not been able to stop thinking about you. We have got to find a way to make this work. We've just got to.
Well, the drink's kicked in, hasn't it? I can tell that. All the oohing and ahhing. My goodness, that was fantastic. There's always a lot of kissing going on in Neighbours, isn't there?
There is. There's a lot. It's very unnatural. It's very nerve-wracking, but we all have to do it.
I think that's one of the reasons why we like it so much. I think that's why I like it. Now, we've got people have been emailing us already, and the questions coming in. Sarah, obvious question, what was it like? I mean, I know it's quite a way back there, but what's it like to get the gig on Neighbours? What's it like working on that show?
It's fantastic for a young person to learn your trade in such a cocooned environment. It's brilliant. I mean, I'd worked on stage, so I knew nothing about camera skills or anything, so it was great.
Yeah? Good.
It takes us a long time to sort of get rid of it at the same time, but we love it. It's a catch-22 situation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, Holly, lots of emails coming in for you. One from John in Surrey. You appeared in magazines as well as having been on many modelling assignments. Which would you prefer to pursue as a career? Would it be actress or model?
I think if I went back to modelling, I'd go nuts. It bores me to tears now. I really love what I do now. I don't think I could ever go back. It's just mind-numbingly boring when I compare it with what I do now. It's just so hectic and it's fantastic.
But you're both real babes, aren't you? I mean, are they babes? You're real babes. So I just thought that goes part and parcel with it. The odd photo shoot, doing something.
Oh yeah, I mean we're still doing lots of photo shoots, but it's mainly just for the show or for us rather than our product.
Sarah, got here another question for you. Someone emailed through. Even though you left 7 years ago, doesn't seem like 7 years, do people still recognise you as a Neighbours star?
Yeah. Yeah, but also a lot of people think they know me because it's sort of been a while and I've done other jobs. And I get a bit confused. They can't and go, "Hi, how you going?" I don't know you, do I? And then they trace it back, which is quite amusing. But you get, every day, just about.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite nice. You had no idea that was such a part of people's lives. So it's quite flattering, but at the same time, they always seem to do it when you look like hell. And you're like,
really?
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, hi, bye. You know?
Not like this morning where you both look glamorous. Got one more question. Let's find one for Holly now. Let's have a look. Have a Holly question. This is from Sam in Newcastle. Felicity has been romantically involved with Joel. What was it like kissing Daniel McPherson, who plays him? And were there any real sparks flying? Good question.
It's so choreographed and it's just something that you do. I mean, no sparks. We've both sort of got separate
Oh,
partners.
no, we want sparks. We want
I
sparks.
have ruined
We
it
want-
now, I'm sorry. But, no,
I
mean,
think you're not telling the truth. I think you're not telling the truth.
No.
Really? Okay, fair enough. Now, it's been 15 years since Neighbours hit our screens. That means I was still a teenager when it started. Throughout that time, we've had Des and Daphne, Scott and Charlene, Drew and Libby, and of course, Plain Jane Superbrain. Well, you know, it's been a really difficult task, but we've shortlisted 4 classic clips, and it's up to you to decide which one you'd like to see at the end of the show. Beauty wasn't in the eye of the beholder on this occasion. Now, to see the Mrs. Mangle portrait, please call 09001 114411. Harold leaves his hat on when he finds out exactly what the full Monty means. Now, to relive this moment, call 09001 114402. And remember, there wasn't a dry eye across the nation as Neighbours' golden couple tied the knot. Get the tissues out to relive this moment and call 09001 114403. And finally, Plain Jane transformed from ugly duckling to stunning swan with a slip of the glasses. Now, for this magical makeover, call 09001 114404. It's your choice. Calls cost a maximum of 10 pence, and lines are open until 11:50. Oh, and don't forget to ask permission from whoever pays the bill. Girls, enjoying it so far?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we all have favourite characters and scenes that we'll never forget. So my favourite was the transformation of Plain Jane Superbrain. Didn't she look fantastic?
Yeah, she's such a pretty girl that they had to make her look dowdy.
Yeah, I think they'd have to go to more trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to cast your minds back even further. See what you guys remember from the last 15 years. Have a look.
Everybody needs good neighbours.
I remember I used to rush home from a lunch from school and watch 30 minutes of Neighbours and then rush back in time for the bell ringing.
I used to get home and watch it twice in a day.
I believe an MP tried to ban it from the screens because he said it turned our children into zombies.
Among programmes aimed at adults but watched by children, Mr. Fallon has the temerity to attack Neighbours.
Children learn nothing from these junk programmes which dull their senses, making teachers' jobs even harder.
The slang in Neighbours was great. Good day, good day.
Ping off both of you.
And there's a drongo, and let's have a couple of tinnies.
And one that really sticks out in my mind was when the young girls would see a really good-looking guy and say, "Ooh, what a spank!"
Hey, come on, Spunky, get in!
In Stoke-on-Trent again, I don't think it meant the same thing as it did in Australia. How do I look?
You look back now at the clothes and you just sort of think, oh my God. You saw the big earrings, you saw the big hair. This was what we aspired to. We wanted to be Scott.
Charlene!
Oh, yeah, that jacket's kind of quite Scott, isn't it? I might get, you know, and you saw girls do it all the time.
Ta-da! Well, what do you think?
There was big hair in the 80s, especially in Neighbours.
All the girls at school had perms in the 80s anyway, and the boys got into having highlights like Scott and little kicking out bits.
I think Jason Donovan, looking back, some men actually thought, you know, oh, it was acceptable to have colour.
I don't think Kylie Minogue could have got her hair any bigger.
Who hasn't?
The name Kylie started getting registered as people were calling their kids Kylie, women who were watching Neighbours and enjoying Neighbours.
I'm Kyla. Probably am.
My mum called me Kylie because she used to be a really big fan of Neighbours and she liked Kylie Minogue's character.
I'll break your arm.
Yeah? You and whose army, eh?